My name is Felicia, as well as Niana and Priestess Makala. And Priestess is sad today. Priestess has just a little sad today because I'm looking for something and I went into my storage to go look for it. Now that I think about it, I said, oh, wait a minute. I didn't check that. So now I got to go back and look tomorrow. So I did not find any info on what we were talking about uh, yesterday about the Mystic Void, but they did email me because I'm on their email list. So let me see if I can bring that up. Chaka, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Chaka, 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 boom, boom. Okay, and I put the info. Oh. Okay, so Patreon has switched to a subscription billing. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's take a look, shall we? Let's do this dance. I did a read last night. Now, I had plans to come on here and talk about doing some clearing, but we have something a little bit more pressing to talk about. And don't worry, my sadness was, believe it or not, was over my medicine cabinet. Like, because I'm making plans for my next move and everything already, and I'm like, okay, this is what I like, this is what I want to have, da 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 da, you know, all those things. So, okay, so oh, shoes. The white cosmic dog is today, and then tomorrow, because it's November 14th. Ah, my gosh, where's the time going? La 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 la. That's crazy. So already tomorrow we start an overtone moon of radiance, which is the full moon tomorrow. And that is going to move us into our new moon cycle. And this one's the overtone moon of radiance, empower, command, radiance. Empower, command, and radiance. So the animal totem is going to be peacock. Behold, in living form. Oh, behold, in living from your own wisdom heart, and all else will follow. Isn't that the truth? Okay, so welcome to the overtone peacock moon of radiance, which is tomorrow. This is the 5th moon of the planetary service wave spell, holding the power of overtone radiance, where I hear music. I fear no danger. I am invulnerable. I see no foe. I am related to the earliest times and to the latest. So as I kind of go down, there's a lot going on with 3D incarnations and memories of our cosmic origins has largely faded. This memory is obscured by increasing distractions, as well as fear programming encoded into the present world construct. Yes, these fear programs are byproduct of the 1260 time frequency, a mechanical perception of time based on artificial systems that disconnect us from natural rhythm and cycles. Yes. So this is why if you're not feeling it today, you'll feel it tomorrow, that things have just been kind of coming up, kind of like refreshing themselves in your mind, and you're like, why am I thinking of this? Why is that bothering me? You know, I was just like using some of my plant herbal medicines that I made, kind of getting that smudging up. So As these fear-based narratives become collective belief, they unconsciously repeat unresolved past histories. OMG, pay attention. This is what we are witnessing today, a planetary narrative built on fear and separation, covering the true reality with layers of secondary fiction. This is rooted in the fundamental error in how we perceive time. The opposite of fear is love. Remember yesterday, that's why I came on, I was like, love it up, love it up, love it up, love it up, love it up. Because that's the opposite of the fear. So the opposite of separation is unity. Yeah, you can't go and visit your family unless you did this and blah 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 blah. And the games they played, all of them need to just be put into that phantom glass that was on Superman, and you put them in that, and that thing shoots out into space, and it just keeps twirling and twirling and twirling, and all you do is hear them pleading, saying, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." Too late. You had time to fix it, but you chose not to. Sorry, I went on a tangent. So, when you are here on earth and realize the purpose, this is important because a lot of people are feeling this right now. When you are here on earth and realize the purpose of being here is the complete devotion to and attachment of the divine love of the one, then inevitably you begin to experience a transfiguration that you must nurture and promote within yourself and all around you, so that your realization may become the radiance of coming world manifest in yourself and projects to others as grace from beyond. Okay? Projected from others as grace as beyond. Should have my glasses on. Okay. In this overtone moon, we are called to empower ourselves and cultivate our inner light, remembering that the real transformation begins within. Each of us is called to take personal responsibility for recognizing and embodying the unity within ourselves. Only in this way can true peace emerge. The totem for the peacock is, the totem for this moon is the peacock, a symbol of beauty, resurrection, and renewal. Now, Deb, my friend, who crossed over, it's been a year now. She loved peacocks. And I said, I love peacocks too. But she really liked them. She got a blanket. I have one of her blankets here that had the peacocks on it. Kitty loves to lay on that. And she totally loved peacocks. So the peacocks are sometimes associated with the resurrection of Christ. Okay? In the pulsar geometry, the fifth tone of the fourth dimensional command tower, directing us to empower ourselves in the collective return to essence. So I'm thinking, as I was reading through it, I said, could you tell me about the mystic thingy, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing in here yet. I haven't seen it yet. I just got this email today, which was good. I'm so glad. So glad I signed up on their thing. Law of Time, 13 Moon. You can't pour new wine into old bottles. This knowledge was not meant to be confined to conventional frameworks or reduced to multiple levels of marketing tactics. In our cut and paste world, it's easy to take others' work and commodify it, thereby risking the loss of its living, transformative essence, particularly in this age of advanced artificial intelligence. Yet, our work is intended to assist people in raising their frequency from the mindset of the 1260 timing frequency. So I like how they put their thing in here, and they said, if you share this work, please do it so with spirit of love and unity, and link back to the original source to help maintain the integrity of the knowledge. If you're drawing from your own insight and interpretations, please be transparent that these reflect your personal understanding rather than the original teachings. Yep. So here, if you sign up for the 13 Moons newsletter, you get a lot of free access to free, hi lovely, free information and things when you're on there. So they sent a lot of good info. Plus they have like a magazine to read. They have 2 magazines, free magazines, PDFs that you can read on their line, and it has information in there. So they even have class offering if you want to start really understanding more about it and learning more about how the 13 moon calendar works, and because the system that we have been indoctrinated into with the 12 months does not work. It screws us up on purpose. It throws everything out of sync. So today, with it being the last moon, this is our symbol. And it's guided by timelessness. So let me get out of here. Let me go in. That poor washing machine. They did not replace our washing machine. They repaired it. You know, they put a Band-Aid on it. Hey, welcome on in. They put a Band-Aid on it. As usual. And then while I'm at my storage, okay, and I'm looking for my stuff, right? I notice that all of a sudden it's getting dark outside, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's supposed to be a sunny day. And I look, and there's all these clouds coming in, and I'm like, what the hell? Really? I said, oh, what do they not want us to see again in the sky? More of the ships coming in? I call it like it is now. I just don't care. After all the crap that we have been through, I say it like it is. So, from what I understand, I saw a clip of Gavin. Nuisance. Such a nuisance. Right? I remember the day that when he first took office, I remember when I saw his face on TV and I saw his eyes make that little slit thingy. I said, oh, we're in trouble now. It's all downhill from here. There you go. I said it. And then, so today they had a clip of him, and I don't think that was, I think that was, I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that it was actually him walking around, unless he's that arrogant to do that. Would you show your face walking around in all the homeless area, and you're wearing a nice 3-piece suit, walking around with your coffee latte in your hand, trying to look like you have done so well in a state that is suffering because of your freaking decisions of self-service, and you have the audacity to be walking around? So he's walking around, and I'm so proud of a lot of the people who were homeless. He's walking around down in LA area, okay, just, you know, trying to make some kind of clip or whatever. I don't know, maybe he was making a commercial about how he's going to improve the homeless thing. Yeah, right. No, no, no. I want to see you match your actions, dude. And homeless people were literally going up to him saying, "We don't want any more of your pretty little photo. We want some compassion. We want compassion." And I'm like, see, look at that. Look at that. Some of us light workers that live here in California, myself and Aaron lives here in California. Um, Dr. Dre or Dre, he does a lot of the TikTok things. Professor Nas lives out here. Um, Stefan Burns lives out here in California. We're holding it. We're holding that energy. And then a lot of other Californians are trying to hold the transformational energy here so it will transform. Just like in other states where you find yourself, you're there, but there's this energy of you feel like you got to hold the space there. You feel like you have to anchor more light to those grids because you do. Because if you have beings like someone like this one walking around trying to look all good, he doesn't even live in Sacramento anymore. He moved to Marin. He moved out of Sacramento area. And he moved to Marin, closer to the water. I said, I wonder why. Just saying. Anyway, from what I understand, this is from my point of view, my perspective, and my divine team. Somebody's coming for him. Clean house. He's going to have to answer for stuff. So, I don't know. I said California has to go through a transformation. Because where we are going, there is not going to be this red and blue thing. That's old way of thinking and functioning. We cannot think that way. We have to be purple. We have to be here, the crown. So, if I had my way, if I was a queen for a day, California would be so beautiful. Just give me 24 hours. All right. There would be no problems. All the prices would be down. Gas would be cheap. Yep. Just, I don't know. I'm all about get rid of the problem. Solve that equation. Let's see. A is the problem. What does B have to be to get C? There you go. Oh, not behaving myself very well, am I? Nope. All right, here we go. White cosmic dog. I ensure the order to love, transcending loyalty. I seal the process of the heart with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of timelessness. The color is white. Planet is Mercury. The chakra is the crown. And the earth family is polar. We do not have a rune. It says spirituality is the quality of being attuned to spirit. Yes. This is all about our spirit. So we're finishing up with this. This is done. After today, this is done. We go into tomorrow for the full moon. Yay! We go into this. We go into this. This. We go into the prophets, the prophecies. Why don't they just say the mage, the seer? The overtone moon of radiance, empower, command, and radiance. Okay, so get your peacock feathers and pictures and let that be a symbol that you'll be working with starting tomorrow on the full moon. So here's the deal. Last night I said, let me tune in to some of the energy of what was going on, what I was feeling about these next 72 hours, less than 72 hours, really. So I got I thought it was interesting, and I'm going to do a pull for today because I need to do a pull because I'm running track. Our divine communication connection group. Right now we're just pulling cards, and that's what we're doing in there to stay on top of the energy. We cannot drop the ball. So 3 cards I got last night. First one was the devil. Second one was the lovers. I was like, what's the energy coming up? And then the third one was the imagination card, the 7 of Cups. And I was like, okay, so there's some hidden energy going on. There's a lot of because the energy is so heavy with the deep underground state stuff that's going on. So I was like, okay, so we got to pay attention to that. Then my Oracle of Vision cards. That was the bomb.com. I was like, when I saw the card, I was like, shit. So the card I got, where did I stick it? Nope. Here it is. I'm like, which one did I get? Got this one. And I'm looking at it, so I want you to look at that. Look at the picture. Cloaked in red. There's a wolf behind it, but it doesn't look like it's friendly. It looks like something watching something. Okay, like gotta be kind of like, this is like that energy of kind of like, okay, gotta be on a watch, okay. I'm gonna explain that one, what that one was. Then the cosmic signature consciousness cards that I got, and this is going to tie into why I picked the thumbnail of that warrior being with the lit up sword. So I got denial, Orion release. Then I got the pain, Orion release. And I was like, what? Okay, so these two, when I got that, I was like, okay, so when you go into the book and you read about the denial, it says, I am safe to observe my authentic reactions. This is all about self-observation, being in power. Okay, and then reading the pain, I am transforming with grace and ease. The pain. What is the pain that comes up? Pain from choices, pain from feeling lost, a pain from feeling like, okay, what am I doing? You're feeling the shift, and this is going to tie in what I'm talking about. You're all going to say, oh yeah, shit, that's right. Okay, so just hold on. Then I got to explain this one. Okay. So that's the number 30. Oh, shit, I opened right up to the page. Okay, so this one, believe it or not, guess what this one is? Danger, fear. I'm like, okay, so when you look at this, it's like danger, fear. It says, avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. And this is by Helen Keller. Okay, so in the darkness, our fears feed from us and grow. Our imagination nourishes them and gives them form. In return, they can weaken us, furthering or triggering our defense. This scene, a clear, taken on a little red riding hood, reinforces the concept that danger might not always be obvious. It may be hidden or disguised. Okay, so when I got that card, this was the first one, the first thing I drew. I said, okay, because I only will pull this out when I really need an answer for something. Okay. So then the rest of the cards just kind of fell into place. And I was like, okay, we got the devil, we got the lovers, we got the imagination card. What's not being seen? So there's an energy. And when I took a look, and this is where a lot of seers are not allowing themselves to look at. I'm looking at timeline. I'm looking at the timeline. I'm looking at the newer energy. I'm looking at, okay, the third dimensional timeline is collapsing, but what is it doing? So I'm sitting there and I'm gathering the info and say, okay, what's the message? Tell everyone don't drop the ball. Tell everyone to stay in their hearts. Tell everyone to stay in their light. Tell everyone to start their grid. If you do the mapping grids, stay with your gridding. If you're doing the ley line gridding, access it and make it stronger. Wherever you are, your light is important right now because we have to anchor it because it's this energy that's trying to come up and just trying to distract and pull down that positive timeline. And we are just not going to allow it because we're the ones that put it there. Period. We are ruling this. So here it is. If you've been sitting in the timeline, that third dimensional timeline, and you've been questioning yourself, trying to figure out, okay, I'm not feeling like myself. I feel different. I feel like what I was doing before, yeah, I'm still kind of feeling like it's a part of my mission, but I feel like I need to lift it up. I feel like I need to add more. I feel like I need to expand more. If that's something you're feeling, take the step and look at that and step into that. Does that make sense? So that you are actually embracing the energy and allowing yourself to expand. So say like you have a practice and you've been doing the same thing 5 or 6 years. You got a good clientele, or maybe your clientele is just slowly building up finally. You're finally getting good recognition out there. You're getting good paying clients because your magnetism of yourself is allowing you to have that. You're stepping into that. You're stepping into the Venus energy. I like that. The Venus energy. Because Venus rules your money. It rules your creativity, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Venus Day. So how can you take that energy of Venus and work with that? Work with that energy to stay in your true, authentic self of creativity, to embrace any new ideals that's coming in. Because let's face it, we have been so bombarded with so many different type of energies. Lately, we've probably been sitting back saying, I don't want to hear any more stuff. I just want to tune out for a second. I just need some time, downtime. Okay? Yes, that is correct. So, as you're tuning into the truth of what it is that you're supposed to be doing now, you'll see it clear. But it's because you have made the conscious decision to be up on the higher timeline to really see it. If you're still playing down in Langerlier's type of energy and that third dimensional energy, this is where we get tripped up at. This is where it's the confusion. This is where there's no clarity. This is where it's this in and out thing. This is where it's this, oh, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Nothing feels right. That's that energy. Okay? So, the game is on. You have to stay focused. You have to do whatever it takes to stay in your truth of yourself. Okay? That's what this is. Not in the fear, in the truth of itself. So when we are looking at cards and you put cards down, you're looking at the energy. I'm looking at the energy of what's going on. And I said, okay, something's about to pop up. So yesterday, Arizona kept coming up. Arizona. Arizona. I'm like, okay. So we just need to kind of pay attention. What's going to be an energy that's popping off for that area. So everything is about the energy. Okay. So I want to ask you something. Do you remember the movie The Langoliers by Stephen King? Do you remember that movie? You remember how the people got on a plane and they ended up in a different timeline? You remember that? And it was all about that airport. You remember that? Remember that movie? That movie is dead on point. Okay? The Langoliers. Remember that? The Langoliers. The Langoliers were the ones that came in and ate up the past. They ate up the timeline. That's what they were doing. So in order for these people who were on the plane, who got caught up in a timeline dimension and was trying to get back to their timeline, in order to do that, they had to stay ahead of the Langoliers because they came in and ate up the timelines. I call them the Pac-Mans of the day. They eat up your day. If you really look at what's going on and how we're all feeling kind of like, what's next? What do I need to do? Trying to stay in your focus, staying in your space, staying in your heart, and you're seeing things and you're feeling things. We're having a Langolier moment. And that was so clear to me. And I was like, wow, that couldn't be painted any clearer, is the Langoliers. So what is eating up the timeline? And what timeline is still trying to stay in as a false light? This is very important to all of you. Pay attention. You have to pay attention right now, because the false light is the one that's doesn't want to get out of here. It's fragmented now all over the place. And it's really trying to wreak havoc with a lot of light workers. Okay? So in this essence, everyone needs to stay focused. If you have the feelings like when I felt the sadness about my medicine cabinet today, I was like, God, I really miss my medicine cabinet. You know, I'm a medicine woman. I'm supposed to have this. And I went on this tangent. And then I was like, I'm tired. And then I was like, okay, where's this coming from? Why am I having this moment? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, thank you. Did you see it? I saw that orb. I was like, wee! Thank you. So it was that moment of, is this the way I really feel, or is this something that's just coming up? And I said, this is just something that's coming up. It's a timeline thing. It's a fracture moment. So your fractured timeline moments are going to come up between now and more so tomorrow because of this moon. This moon is packing a lot of planetarial shifting, a lot of, what's going to be the surprise? You know, this craziness going on. If any surprise happens, it needs to be a good surprise. We don't want negative surprises. Period. So everyone, your part is hold your light. Be true to yourself. Be true in your light. And just anchor. And we're not allowing anything artificial of time, crossing over into the space. Hold the line. That's the message I got. Hold the line, because it's going to be very easy for a lot of us to just drop the ball and just say, oh, well, everything's fine. Yeah, it's all... No, don't drop the ball. I've been saying that all this week. Don't drop the ball, because they expect you to. They expect you to drop the energy. They expect you not to be at your highest end ready. No, keep the swords drawn. Keep your swords of light drawn. And anything that's not divine, take it out. You shall not pass. Because that's what's going to be going on right now. We're just swat it out. Get rid of it. It's not supposed to be here. So, sorry if this sounds a little forceful, but the information that I was getting was there. And last night going into another one of those meetings, and I was like, oh, wow, yeah. It was like, everybody, don't drop the ball. Everyone, be in your space. Where you got to be. Pay attention. Da-da-da-da-da. Feel the energy. Watch the energy. That's the whole thing. We're in higher levels now. It's all about the energy. Watch the energy. Watch the energy. Okay? Any questions about what I said? Speak now and forever hold your peace. Anybody have a question? Tomorrow will be a clearing and an anchoring, and really anchoring more of the higher timeline light and making sure it stays secure. Those of you that are in, thumbs up or hearts, please. If you're not in it to win it, no problem. If it's a Be So Light family, I'm assuming you're in it. I see no questions. You guys good? Okay, so before I close out today, that's what this meeting was about. If you want to understand it a little bit more, take a look at the movie The Langoliers. Okay, I'm going to dive into the Oracle of Visions because it's all about, it is like super freaking dark outside. What the hell? Oh. I didn't believe that. It's raining. It was supposed to be sunny today. Now it's raining. All right. Is everyone good? How's everyone sitting? How's East Coast doing? How is Midwest doing? You guys good? Show me thumbs up or hearts or something, because I don't see anything moving. Oh. We got the lady in purple. Oh, she's got a letter. Oh. Oh, it's number 15. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have to ask to see that, because I'm like, okay, is it frozen? What's it doing? Thank you, Donna. Okay, this is the message. Take a look at the picture. She's got a letter in her hand. She has a rose. And it's the number. What's the number? Number 15. What's that number mean? That 1 and that 5. Look at the 1. Look at the 5. 5 is about change. Put it together. It's about 6. It's about representation of balance. It's also an energy that's connected to home and family. Yes. Okay, she's wearing purple. So this is spiritual. There's clouds. There's birds. How is the energy moving? What's the message going to be? I wonder. Okay, let's take a look, see what it is. These cards, anything by this guy is a trip. He's like from a different world. All of his cards are like that. Okay. So, okay, you want to know what this is? Huh? This is kind of creepy. Farewell, goodbyes, and closure. Farewell, goodbye, and closures. Forever and forever, farewell. If we do meet again, why we shall smile. If not, why then this parting was well made. William Shakespeare. This card portrays a farewell, which might be a final parting or temporary goodbye. A tragic loss or simply a turned page could be leading to a new future. The woman is sobbing, expressing, giving us no clue as to the containment of the envelope. A farewell message, yes, but one received or to be given. The rose suggests a possible lover, separation, but it is the final goodbye. Okay, the final goodbye or temporary one until next time. Either way, as any airport scene will demonstrate, departure tends to be sadder than arrivals. The birds flying in the background suggest that a return is in the future. So, what's between now and tomorrow? Where are we seeing farewell? Where are we seeing the goodbye energy? Okay, so someone make sure you write this down. I will write it down in my book. We're tracking the energy. When I do my reads, especially when I read for people, everything is about energy. I'm reading the energy. I'm not so much reading that card means this and this. Yeah, that can be a part of it. But mainly when I read, the first thing that's coming in is energy. I'm looking at energy. I'm looking at what is divine saying in the energy. What is the communication? Okay. So, we're going to do the cosmic, and then I'm going to let you in on something that's coming up. Because remember I said yesterday, I am really sitting with not wanting to teach any more students for the spiral light. I think I've taught enough of that, and if anybody's interested in it, they're going to have to petition me for it. But I'm just not going to be like, oh, you're offering that. I'm not doing that. I said, you know what? Nope. Do something else. So now I am stepping into something I've always really wanted to do, that's always been with me, even in nursing. And I have been told so many times, have you ever thought about becoming a doctor? You're good at this. And I'm like, no, because I like my sleep too much. I like to be able to get sleep. I don't want to be walking around like a zombie, working almost 20-something, 24 hours and not get no rest. And, you know, you're constantly going all the time. Who can make accurate decisions like that when you're doing that? Each doctor I said that to, they would look at me and say, you're right. So the next thing I'm stepping into is 2 identities of things that I want to do that's dedicated to the goddess within the woman, that's honoring the divine feminine, because we are the doorways to that divine creator connection. And any male species that gets connected to us, that's how they really get into that unity with their creator force, is through us, through the yoni. So I really want to step more into that honoring part as a priestess, as the goddess, the divine feminine energy, walking with that. And then the other part of spiral light medicine is called the intuitive spiral medicine. So being able to do intuitive medicine. And I just love working with the body when you can actually stand back and look at a person and you see it like an x-ray. I see it like an x-ray. I see the body of a person and I watch and I'm in my mind and I say, what's wrong with you? And then when I see the flickers of light up on the person's body, I can go and say, okay, you've been having this problem. You've been having this and this and this. And then they say, yeah, that's been hurting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's taking the spiral into a deeper part of intuitive medicine where you are really stepping into more of the art form of knowing about the body, how it communicates, what it says. And if you can master that, you're in it. You're in it to win it. And we're at a time now where all of us should really be looking at your gifts and saying, okay, I have the gift of this. I have the gift of that. Hi, lovely. Come on in. Welcome to Be So Light. You have the gift of this and gift of that. Okay? When you step into your gifts and you really walk with them, you're going to have times where you sit back after you've been at it for some time to evaluate yourself and say, oh, you know what? I'm feeling like I want change. I'm feeling like I got to go a deeper space. I'm feeling like I need to expand more. I'm feeling like this is what it means to be in the higher realms, in the higher vibration. Because if you're staying stuck in your same old energy and not looking at where you can grow or looking where you can expand, you haven't given yourself permission to do it. Plain and simple, period. So this is a part of that initiation. Remember when I was talking about, I think it was last month, we're talking about when we go through those doors, when we go through the 1111 door as a prep before we got to 1111, this was going to be an initiation for a lot of people. Yeah, hello, beep beep, initiation time. Are you ready or not? What is it going to be? Are you going to say yes? You're going to know? Is it going to be a yes? Or are you going to do the half-ass thing and stand in the middle and say, I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't say that word. I don't know. Especially if I'm working with you, that is a forbidden word. Ask my practitioners about if they say that word. I don't know. And what happens? They say, oh yeah, don't say that word. Because I literally will take you down that rabbit hole and I will make you tap into that wisdom of yourself. I will make you see what is going on. Because you do know. There's no such thing you don't know. If it's about you, you do know. You just haven't given yourself permission to say, okay, this is what it really is. To speak your truth. To speak your truth. That's what this is about. So if you just kind of been sitting around, diddly-daddling around, trying to figure out how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. No! This is the time that you really need to be sitting in this medicine of the self and saying, okay, we're on a higher timeline. I definitely feel that. I feel like I've lost, like I'm having a singular moment, like yesterday is far away, and all I have is right now, this moment. Right now, this moment. Being present. Not trying to make a lot out of this moment. And I need each and every one of you to give yourself permission. This is how we anchor. This is how we stay true to the self. This is how you stay true to your purpose. This is how you stay true to your mission. And it's simply this. You don't let anything else into your space. that's going to take it down. Whether it be a job, a friend, family. You look at them and you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Love it up. Because if it brings in a fear and you start to fear, I want you to click it off and automatically go into lift up into love, higher level. I'm not going to loop into the fear. I'm not going to loop into the worry. I'm not going to loop into the doubt. I'm not going to loop into that not trusting, because those are old paradigm programming that I've been programmed in to believe. And not just me, my whole family, my whole bloodline, my whole ancestorhood, my whole lineage. It's been a program. We are here now in this moment to break that so it doesn't continue, not for you anymore, as well as not to continue anymore for your bloodline. So we got our work cut out for us. And yes, you're going to have days where you say, fuck this, I'm going to stay in the bed, damn it. Pull the covers up, leave me be. Yeah, you're going to have a moment of that. I'll let you have 4 hours of that. But after the 4th hour, you have to tell your higher self to get your ass out of the bed if you're not sick. Get out of the bed. Take a step. And breathe. Just breathe. You're gonna be fine. Because I tell you what, if you weren't supposed to be here, you'd be gone already in this moment. Okay? Somebody understands what I'm saying. Because I know what it feels like. I've been at this a long time, and some of you have been at this a long time yourselves too. This is why I kept saying we can't draw the ball. It's when you start feeling that energy, you gotta turn around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Love it up, love it up, love it up, love it up. I don't care how many times you have to say it to yourself. If you want to use Sierra's word, level up, level up, level up, she made that song for a reason. So if you want to use level up, use it. If you want to love it up, love it up. But some kind of way, count off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a space. Take a step. Okay? We're in it to win it. We come too far. Okay? We got to get through today. Got to get through tomorrow. Got to get through the freaking weekend. How we hold the energy with this full moon until we get to the portal of 12, 12, 12. There's a lot. We have to anchor. Okay? We have to do it. But we do it in a sense of our strength of ourselves. We do it tapped into our higher self. We do it tapped into the sacred heart. We're not doing it from here. We're doing it from here. This is where it is right now. Okay? So everybody understand that. We don't hope for nothing. We don't hope. We create it and we know. Period. We create it and step into it and anchor it. Like I said, get used to that counting off. Our last part of the message, Orion's releasing time. Time. What is the Pleiades expanding? Universal connection. This is what's happening in California right now. That's why the clouds are out. Rain is starting. Don't want us to see the ships coming in. Too late. I already feel it. Because there's some stuff going on. So time, I am patient and powerful now. I am patient and I am powerful now. Appreciate your past as you're growing into the capability and experience human that you are right now. Or should I say higher being, your Christos self, growing into the Christos of yourself, the activation of that, the expanding of your light of yourself. We don't have time to fear. We have time to connect and create. The universal connection is I am a valuable aspect of the whole of life. I am a valuable aspect of the whole of life. Look for the synchronicities. Look for the alignment in the actions to take. Know that you are timeless, a treasure aspect of life. Period. Step into it. So tomorrow will be anchoring code day, full moon. I believe I will have my crystal singing bowl. I was going to bring it today, but I was like, it's kind of heavy. I don't want to carry it upstairs. So this is where I want each and every one of you tonight to please take the time and nurture the self. This is also the time where you can do another salt ceremony to clear your name. If there's been any negative energy said over your name. So you write your name on that nice thin like tissue paper that you would have in a wrapping paper or a nice thin paper bag. Write your birth name, or if you got your married name, write that one too. Write your medicine names if you got any tribal medicine names that you go by. Write that. Put your salt in the glass. Then put your paper. Make sure it fits into the glass. You only want it about that big. Nothing bigger than that. Stick it in there. Pour some salt, sea salt on top of that. It must be sea salt. And then pour water over that to do that cleanse. I have a couple of videos back that teaches you how to do it. Then, if you are wanting to reiterate and to bring something to you, you write it down on paper, small paper, write your name, then write on the back what it is. Keep it small and simple. Say like, I'm looking for a new flattened type of crystal that has flattened ends on it and is shaped like a diamond, shaped blah, blah, blah. Okay, just write that on the back. Pour in your pink Himalayan salt or regular sea salt. Place that on top. Place more salt on top. Then you take a quartz crystal. Place that on top of it. Once you place that on top, pour some of the water, purified water on top. Let it sit in your sacred space or on your altar. That's all about manifesting. And tap it 3 times, saying, this shall be. Okay? So give that at least anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to come in, because it's magnetizing on the name. So that's the other part of that. It's the same thing if you were making the sweetness and you made the sweet waters where you put the rose water in there, and you might want to do that if you're feeling like you need to anoint the self. I will tomorrow have a beautiful oiling that you can do, but you'll have to have a beautiful I want to call it the kind of like oil sensor things, so that you can put that in there, put your oils in, speak your divine words over it, and you anoint the body with it. Okay, this is for us as divine feminine, as the women we are, so we stay true to our energies, our focus, our empowerment, our center. We stay true to that. All right. So that's just one or two of the things I have to run around and do tomorrow. So it will be a later gathering tomorrow because it's going to be the full moon. That's the whole purpose. And if I don't use the crystal bowl, it will be more than likely the drum. Okay, to kind of bring us into that medicine and anchoring the light and doing some good healing for the south for the full moon tomorrow. All right. Is everyone good? Just breathe. Remember who you are. Remember why you're here. Remember your light. Remember you're sacred. Remember that you are divine. No matter what is going on, remember that. And if it starts to get too flipping crazy, just stop and say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Shake it up, cut the energy, take a breath, step into yourself, and remember who you are. Point blank, period. All right? So I will see everyone tomorrow for the full moon. And we will have a good medicine gathering, being centered, being in that place. Thank you for all the love hearts. May they return to you, into your sacred heart space. Trillions and trillions and trillions and trillion lights over. May you have abundance. May you have prosperity. May you have all that you desire in your life. May you know it. May you feel it. May you be it. May you allow it to be a part of your life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so with that being said, be soul light. Like and subscribe. Be true to your light. Be true to yourself. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. You are so welcome. Thank you, all of you. Come on now. Get those new shoes on. We still have a lot more dancing to do. It's just beginning. You're here for a reason. You have a purpose. You have a mission. You just have to be gently reminded about it. That's all. All right, lovelies. Love you much. See you tomorrow. Bye.